Great.
You smash a clock. Are you killing time?
Why are you procrastinating? It's rolling. Get on with it.
Okay. The Constitution of the United States of America, Article 1, Section 4. Times, places, and manners of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. But the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations except as to the places of choosing senators. The Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meeting shall be on the first Monday in December, unless they shall by law appoint a different day. Let's talk about this one. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Sort of. This is mostly an extension of Article 1, Section 2. However, the language is a little bit weak. We saw in Section 2 that relying on people to be decent can sometimes be a little problematic when it comes to power. There are just way too many people who feel the need to tell other people how to live. The framers were at least aware of this. This section was specifically added to prevent a state from altering the election dates in their state to use as leverage over the federal government. Congress by law had to be seated by the first Monday in December, as it was written. Considerable mischief could be achieved by a state simply changing their election dates to make it difficult to make a quorum in time for that seating. The quorum is 50% plus one. The telegraph system was successfully tested in 1844. The Congress, seeing this as a massive problem for one state's presidential election, could influence another state's presidential election, now that there was instant communication, set the election day for all federal offices as the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November in 1845. The previous law had stated a state could hold their federal elections any time in the 34 days before the first Wednesday in December. The reasons for the election day becoming the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November were many. It placed election day after harvest. It's always 29 days before the first Wednesday in December. Having one election day for the whole country made it less likely for one state's election to influence another. Oh yeah, incumbent parties love this. It wasn't on Sunday, so people could go to church and still have a full day to travel to the county seat to vote on Tuesday. And market days were usually on Wednesday. There you go. Now you know. The section is forgotten way too often, and it was far too open when it came to rules. This one should have overridden the problems with Section 2. It seems to give the Congress the ability to regulate an unfair election rule by a state. But without the ability to determine electors, it was almost useless. However, it does reiterate that the state legislatures determine the manner of elections. In other words, not the governors and not the courts. In a state, only the state legislatures. Once again, putting the power in the people's hands. It did say that the United States Congress can and did override the state legislatures as to when a national election is held, but not where the elections of senators are held. This too was altered by the 17th Amendment. Senatorial elections are now held at the same time as House of Representative elections. If you are wondering, yes, we saw this section violated in a recent kind of severe cold and flu season, with both governors and state courts altering election rules when it clearly states in this section that only the state legislatures have that power. Just to make this clear, by doing this, they took your power away from you, and oh yes, you should be angry about it. Anything that lessens your power over the government is by definition dangerous. Remember what I said in Section 1. You are intended to hold the power over the government, not the reverse. They are our employees, not our masters. Treating us like children is not just condescending, it's scary beyond belief. So yes, you should take this seriously. The main point of this section is to say the Congress, both House and Senate, must assemble every year. At the time, it was the first Monday in December. It is now the 17th of January and runs through December, which I think leaves way too much time, in my opinion, with your representatives and senators away from interacting with you directly for far too long every year. Remember, if your representative or senator has stopped representing your values, you most definitely can vote them out in the next election. If you have been told the other side is evil or some other nonsense, who told you that? Was it possibly the person wanting you to vote for them while not representing you? I'll let you ponder that one. Once again, thank you for watching my channel, and please keep the dirty side down.